Okay, this is gonna be real hard to see the screen, but we're gonna try to do the software side of things here. It says in the upper left there, oh, real hard to see, survey. 1, we're gonna press number 1 for survey. What's our job? We're gonna press enter on the job list to create a new job. It lists all the jobs, but under F2 here, you can create a new job. Okay, after you create the new job, it wants a name. We're gonna call it 49 base, B-A-S-E, and press the enter key. Since we're setting up the 49 base. And then description, creator, you don't need to put that. If you want, you can, not necessary. Then I press F1 to store it. It's got the 49 base highlighted on the screen. I'm gonna press F1 to continue. It's asking for a point ID. I'm gonna press enter. New. It's asking for a point. So what we're trying to do is give it a point ID for the point that we're set up over the top of. The point ID is going to be the name of the point. Base. Yeah. Let's try to give it point number 1. We're going to call it base. It's asking for an easting and a northing and an ortho height. And those are in meters. The problem with that is our rovers are usually in feet. So to change it to meters, you're going to go to your settings, system, regional, and then here where you would usually have international feet, you're just going to change it. Press enter on it, pull up the list, go up 1, meters, store. Okay, so we got the job in meters. This is our job, base check. If we press F8 to pull up our point list, we only got 2 points in here. We got our base point, which we're set up over the top of, and we got our check shot, which is a little nail right there. So our base point, if we press edit on this thing, it'll give us some coordinates for it. We got a northing, an easting, and an elevation. The problem is this thing is going to want it in lat, long, with an ellipsoid height. So we're going to hit the function key right here, and after that it'll pull up the coordinate menu. You can press coordinate, F2, and then it'll give us lat, long, and an ellipsoid height. That's what we're looking for. So what this thing's asking for here is a northing, an easting, and an ortho height in meters. But there's a little button that says coordinate under F2, so we'll press F2, and now it's asking for lat, long, and then WGS for ellipsoid height, which is exactly what we want. So let's key that information in here. I got a 33, 12, 43.25632. That's our latitude. Our longitude is 111, 40. Got an arrow over when you're on the degree sign. 40, 27.28067. 28067. I think I accidentally hit the decimal. Pretty hard to see. And then the ellipsoid height, 402.803. Enter. Then we can store it. Point incrementing's failed. That's fine. It's just telling me that it tried to go to. So I started at point 1. It would try to go to the next point number 2. And since I gave it a letter name, base, it couldn't increment to the next point. So now it's wanting to set up on that point, base. Correct. That's the one we want to use. So we're going to hit continue. It's asking for the antenna height in meters. It's important. We got our tape measure here. We put this thing back on the bracket. So I'll drop it, lock it in. Okay, we're gonna go over to our tape measure. We got this thing set up down on the top of the nail. Okay, and then we're gonna read this in meters. One thing to look for is you got the 110 right there. That's 1 meter, 1.1 meters. So 100. Oh, it's not showing up. 100 there was 1 meter. That was 1.1 meters. So we're at 1.138 meters. We're going to key that in here. Antenna height, 1.138 meters. Enter. Press continue. It says time at point, and it started ticking. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see this. That means this thing's pumping. It should be pumping. One thing that you want to check right now, make sure is that your batteries or your amps on. Make sure that thing's on. See how that flashed and it's showing a number 1? That means we're on channel 1. Okay, we're gonna get into our. We can change this thing back now to international feet, regional, changing from meters, going to international feet. Okay. Okay. We got good quality. That's GPS quality though. You see how we kind of got the little cell phone symbol? We need to change that. Load RTK profile. I'm going to load a radio profile. That's the first one there. Radio. Finish. Do you want to keep your internet connection settings? No. We're not going to be connected to the internet. We don't want to. We want the internet to not be used here. Making sure that we're putting in the antenna in the radio section on the dish. Real important to make sure that's in there. Otherwise, you're not going to receive your radio connections on your dish. Now, if you'll notice, the little symbol on our rover here changed to the radio symbol right there. So, it looks like we got some quality here, but dang, that thing looks like it's pumping already. Let's get to stake points. And then we'll go to our check shot. And we'll stake out to that thing. It says it's 2 feet by 1 feet. We get set up on the nail. Here, real important. We'll get the level bubble level here and level your thing up and good quality. My check's not the best. I'm not really set up perfectly on this nail, but we're getting the idea here. Having a hard time leveling it up. So that's how you set it up and get your check.